Hello. In this tutorial I'm going to use the Mastercam software to model and program the drawing that you see on my screen. This part, titled Softjaw, can be used on a Kurt vise on a mill. So from here we'll go to the Mastercam software. I have a blank session of Mastercam opened up on my screen. We're going to create a basic shape that represents the outside profile of our part. If you look at the part, it has a rectangular shape that measures 6 inches by 1.88 inches. I'll start by creating a rectangular shape. So inside of Mastercam, I'll go to the wireframe tab. Under the rectangle tool, you'll find rectangular shapes. For the width, I'll enter 6 inches. For the height, 1.88 inches. And I want the origin of the rectangle to be in the center. If I move my cursor to the graphics area, you'll see a preview of that rectangular shape on your screen. From here, I'll let my cursor lock on to the origin. Once I see it lock on, left click. You can see that the rectangle has been placed. This will be the only rectangle that I create using this tool. So from here, I'll go to the OK icon, select OK, and that finalizes the creation of the rectangular shape. From here, I'm going to draw in circles that represent the drilled and counterbored holes. Looking back at the drawing, I've got a 17/32 diameter hole that goes all the way through the part, and then I have a counterbore that measures 0.813 in diameter, 0.6 deep. I'll draw in 2 circles. The first circle, the 17/32 diameter circle, I'm going to use this dimension and this dimension. You'll notice that both of these dimensions have the lower left corner in common. So I will place these dimensions relative to that corner. To do that, inside of Mastercam, I'll go to Circle Center Point. It's asking me to enter the center point. Before I do that, I'll come over to the size field. In the diameter field, I'll type in 17 divided by 32, 17/32. To position this circle relative to the lower left corner, I will hold my Shift key down, position my cursor next to the lower left corner. Once I see it lock onto it, left click. You'll see axis controls appear on your screen. In the X, to position it along the X-axis, I will hover over the X-axis control. You will see it highlight, and a field will pop up next to it. Here I'll type in 1.063. I hit enter once. I hit enter a second time. I can now hover over the Y-axis control. Once I see the field appear next to the cursor, I'll type in 0.94. Enter once, enter twice, and if I hit enter a third time, you will see that circle appear on my screen. From here, I want to create an additional circle. Before I do that, I need to finalize the creation of this circle. Come up to the OK and create new operation icon, left click. I can now come down to the diameter field and type in the diameter of the counterbore. 0.813. Hit enter. I'll move my cursor back to the graphics area. You'll see a preview of that circle. At this time, I can lock my cursor onto the center of the existing hole. To finalize the creation of that circle and to exit the tool, I'll select OK and create new operation. To create the second instance of the drilled encounter bored hole, let's reference the drawing. The distance from center to center is 3.875. So back in Mastercam, I'm going to use the Transform Translate tool. Mastercam is prompting me to select the items that I would like to translate. I'll select the two circles. Once they are selected, select End Selection. In the Translate parameters, in the X field, I'll type in 3.875. I hit Enter. I'm using the copy method. I can see the original and the copied instance of the drilled encounter bored hole. From here, I can select OK. Mastercam has assigned temporary colors to the original and the result of this transformation. To clear those colors, I can right click on my screen and then select the clear colors icon.